In 2024, I saw Bring Me The Horizon perform live, and to this day it is the best concert I have ever been to. That put no pressure at all on their latest concert video, live in São Paulo. The second I saw this announced, I booked tickets immediately. My girlfriend never had much choice in what date night was this week. Having just stepped out of the cinema right now, I have to talk about this, and why it may just have changed the concert film industry forever. Welcome to the Alternative Breakdown. The screening began with a montage from across the South American tour, speaking with fans from Argentina, Chile and of course Brazil. I won't beat around the bush here, this was making me emotional off rip. Bring Me The Horizon is a band I personally have a lot of emotional attachment to, from my life experiences. And for me, I love hearing about other people's experiences and what the same bands might mean to them. Throughout this montage, there were also so many different human experiences. There was people struggling with their own mental health, alongside others struggling with loss and grief. Everybody has their own unique experiences with music as they connect them to their own life. Seeing everyone united, living the same experience but having it mean something unique to them is just so special to me. My eyes were full. The magic behind this intro was simply how authentic and raw it was. It was just fans speaking about what the band means to them, while their music played over the top. It was such a simple concept, but it was executed to perfection. Nobody was rushed or cut off. They had their moment to explain their connections to the band, and they took it. Now it was time to dive into the main course, the actual concert itself. Bring Me The Horizon have always put on an exceptional live show, and this was no different. I was uncertain as to exactly how it would sonically translate to a cinema setting, especially when the music in the intro wasn't as bassy as I would have liked. Any fears were quickly dispelled though, as the electric opening to Dark Side blasted through the speakers with as full of a sound as you could have dreamed of. This is especially impressive given how passionate and loud the Brazilian fans are known to be for those bands. The audio mix was balanced perfectly, so you could hear the band when you were meant to, and you could hear the crowd when you were meant to. Those sound engineers deserve a bonus. If you're enjoying this deep dive so far, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We're building a passionate community of music fans who really care about the effort that goes into the art of music, and I have plenty more Bring Me ideas in the bank. Let's go ahead and earn it by looking at the music side of this concert film. As for the actual performance, it was a textbook modern Bring Me The Horizon show. It was the perfect blend of brutal gutturals and Ollie's massively improved clean singing vocals. It's crazy to look back at Ollie's vocals in the Pray for Plagues days and compare it to now. Not only have his harsh vocals improved massively, but he's gone from having not been able to sing at all to more than holding his own in the modern scene. As for the set list, it was exactly what you would expect. It was 17 tracks long and had all the cult classics like Can You Feel My Heart and Throne, mixed in with tracks off their latest release like Amen and Lost. The set list is actually where I do have my only gripe with this performance and concert film though. I'm no Count Your Blessings purist, and I certainly don't go about claiming that they're not heavy metal anymore, but there's two tracks I really feel like should have been on this set list, and for two very different reasons. First up, we have Mother Tongue, which is a love song from Ollie to his wife Alyssa. The main reason I think this should have been included is because Ollie's wife is actually Brazilian, so her mother tongue would be exactly the same as that of the audience, Portuguese. I don't think this should be on every Bring Me set list, but for such a special show, I feel that they could have gone a little off script and added this one. That's one that would have had those adoring Brazilian fans screaming ammo. The second track I feel like should have been added was one I felt should have been on the general set list, whilst Bring Me The Horizon are on this concept-based tour, and that's Youtopia. Youtopia is a critical part of the lore of this album, as it's the final destination Eve is aiming for, so in my opinion, not having this towards the back end of the set list is criminal. I couldn't name you a song I'd want removed for it, but are you telling me they couldn't have snuck in one more track before they closed with Throne? Maybe I'm being too picky, let me know in the comments section down below. I mentioned way back in the intro to this video that the concert film blew my expectations out of the water, and it's time to finally explain why. The concept behind it all and the editing to bring this concept to life were second to none. For any of this to make sense, I'll do a quick skim over the lore of Next Gen here, but I will definitely do a full breakdown of this soon, so keep your eyes peeled. The lore behind the post-human Next Gen album centres around a post-apocalyptic world where a megacorp named Next Gen Corp and a church known as the Church of Genexus have risen to save humanity. The beating heart of this operation is Eve, who is a super intelligent AI created to solve human suffering. All of this sounds great, right? Unfortunately, things don't go as smoothly as they hoped, as Eve goes rogue and comes to the conclusion that the only way to fix humanity is to strip away all individual consciousness and force a digital evolution into the state of Youtopia. That is exactly why it needed to be in the set list. When I saw Bring Me The Horizon back in 2024, the full next gen album wasn't actually out yet due to delays, but the concept was still there. The actual graphics up on the stage were pretty much exactly as they were back then, following the glitchy, hackercore, technical graphics that have become synonymous with this concept album. This is where the editors really come into their own though, as they make this a special experience even if you have seen them touring this concept album. You may have noticed that the live in the title is actually an acronym standing for Live Immersion Virtual Experiment, and the people in post brought this vision together perfectly. The first thing that immediately caught my attention was how they introduced each track. Instead of being a track or a song, each song was a phase of the experiment. But that wasn't all. They went above and beyond that to even describe the purpose of each phase of the experiment. For example, phase 1, Dark Side, was the emotional fragility evaluation, otherwise known as feeling the crowd out. They weren't done at that though, as there was more intricate details to be added yet. Throughout every track, during shots of the crowd, notes would pop up in the bottom left, as if it was the findings of their experiment. Some highlights of this I saw throughout was banana humanoid detected, with the note evolution has gone rogue, and subject 2, masked participant balaclava variant, as if the guy in the balaclava was some special skin that they've unlocked in a game. These details may be minor, but they elevated this from being your standard concert film to an entirely new experience which you can not only go back and listen to, but also watch again. I know for a fact I will go back and rewatch this to try and catch more fun notes at the bottom, especially since I saw a Spider-Man mask in the crowd and I must have missed any comments on that. I know this hasn't been my usual format of video, but it wouldn't be an alternative breakdown without us landing at... Overall, this has set a new standard of concert film in the alternative space for me, and they set the bar so ridiculously high I don't know who has the potential to reach it. I felt exactly the same when I walked out after seeing them live. It was so good I have no idea who can top that, and only one artist has even came close, Sleep Token. I would have to give this a 9.5 out of 10, with that extra 0.5 reserved for those setlist tweaks I mentioned before. If you have an opportunity to see this in cinema, then do it. You will not regret it. If you missed it, fear not. There is a DVD and album coming out of this performance. It won't be quite the cinema, but it will still be incredible. After seeing this, I am desperate for Bring Me The Horizon to return to the UK. They may even tempt me south of the border if they refuse to visit me in Boreal, Scotland. Hopefully that's not the case though, as Bring Me The Horizon should know by now. No Scotland, no party. That is all for my review of the Bring Me The Horizon live in Sao Paulo concert film. But don't run away just yet. If you are even half as obsessed with Bring Me The Horizon as I am, then you have got to subscribe to the channel, as I have left that cinema with so many fresh ideas for videos to do on the band. If you liked this video, then you will love my video on Spirit Box, another band that is killing the metalcore game right now, who I cannot wait to see live. That's on screen now. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next time, goodbye.